Good morning, my wolf pack. You joined me on a walk through the woods this morning. I'm going to talk about the Clacton by-election shambles, shit show, whatever you want to call it, palaver. It's incredible, really, how Nigel Farage has already come out and called foul, even though he's a winner. And Count Binface has done a fucking victory speech, even though he's a loser. And there were something like 30 plus candidates running against Nigel. It's just insane. I'm very glad that Restore Britain wisely sat out of this one. I think that was a wise move. There was nothing good to be had from this election, and quite frankly, the only good that I can see from it is that there was a reasonably good turnout compared to recent elections, which I'm encouraged about, because holy shit was it bad in Manchester. It was bad in Manchester. Manchester, we're very disappointed in you. Yes, we are. But what can we do about that? At the moment, nothing. But the Clacton election, we had a 60% turnout, which is better than national average recently, so well done, Clacton. And it was largely right-wing, if you count the Tory voters right-wing and Reform voters right-wing. Not that I do anymore, because the Tories have been left-wing for years, and Reform are just the Uni Party 2.0, as far as I can see. So it's more the same with them. So I'm not really totally certain it's a right-wing victory, but on paper it is, at least. It's my belief that during the next couple of years, providing the country doesn't fall into a civil war due to an atrocity carried out upon our children on their return to school, or by next summer, who knows? The summers are when it all happens, and we're not through this one yet, are we? But I think, providing we can all keep our heads until 2029, there's no reason to give up faith that we can do this politically. I've heard people talking recently about how they've given up on there being a political solution and how they're certain that civil war is coming. I disagree. I think that the English can keep their resolve. They have a fine, proud history of doing just that. And I think that we can maintain our dignity until the time is necessary that we can come out and vote for Restore Britain, and I think we all need to do that. The silent majority needs to wake the fuck up and come out and vote. Finally, there's somebody worth voting for, so come out and vote for them. Get involved, campaign, wake up your family, wake up your friends, wake up your neighbours, make them aware of what's happening in our country and what will happen if they don't come out and vote in 2029. And all of you Green supporters who think that you've got the solution, I'm afraid you do not. It's your ideology that led us into this mess in the first place, and going further to the left will only make things worse, and I think you know this. It's your desire to bring everything down, isn't it? And we're willing to do that, don't get us wrong, but we don't want to. We believe that our historic fine tradition of democracy needs to be restored. The democratic choice has been taken away from the people. We have been literally voting against mass immigration for many years now and not been given what we want. And if you honestly think that we will go for another vote and vote for less immigration and the restoration of our borders, and then we don't get that if our borders aren't closed and the immigrants stopped and the people that are here sent home, I think that will be the end of the so-called democratic system in the United Kingdom. It might even be the end of Westminster, for all I know. Who knows what will happen at that point? At the end of the day, if you don't give the people what they want repeatedly when they vote for it, I think it's obvious what will happen. And for some reason, you lefties want to take that away from us yet again. Well, I just don't see it happening. And if it does, well, God knows what happens next. We'll all see when we... It seems to be that people at the moment think that we're already at that point, and I assure you we are not. And we need to keep our heads. We need to keep cool. We need to not chimp the fuck out. Hopefully, our children will remain safe. I encourage schools to get private security and make sure these people cannot get in to harm our children. It is their responsibility while they are looking after our children at the end of the day to make sure they are safe, and they are not doing so well enough, in my opinion. I would not be sending my child to a public school at the moment in fear of them being assaulted. I don't even like the fact that they have to do drills to hide from these maniacs. It offends me, quite frankly. The world has gone mad, and we can fix it, and the answer is restore Britain and Rupert Lowe. I believe it, and I hope that by 2029 everyone else will believe it too. Thank you, my wolf pack. I shall talk to you again soon.